We're live. Good night. I'm taking over tonight's live, right? Because normally, wifey would be, I know we're live. No, we're live tonight. Yeah. We call this segment Husband Sunday. Is what every second or thing. Who's that? Who's see our map?
Mappy. Good night, Mappy.
Oh hey, how you doing? It's like you pay for somebody to be on live?
Please let the people know, Mappy, I did not pay you to be on this live. Okay, thank
effects,
you
right?
very much for even like joining. Gee.
It has some effects. Anyway, right. So
Good night.
yeah, good night. So anyway, I don't really have a topic, so I can just rant. Because clearly, it's been an interesting weekend. Saying I was home for a little bit. Right, so wifey and I were working. What were we working by?
The backyard.
Which part of your backyard?
The walkway. The planted pot area.
You were?
The blocks. When we were taking up the blocks and stuff.
No, I didn't. When I had to rush off, that was Thursday.
Oh, that one.
Right.
Oh, no, we was working on that. The countertop.
Oh, yeah, the countertop. Yeah, we're in the countertop behind us.
We actually just installed, finally, the countertop ourselves. We did a DIY, kitchen counter type thing. We renovations, the upgrades and the updates and stuff. Trying to make the place comfortable. Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, that's what we were working on. Sorry, I'm taking over.
But technically, in the Caribbean, you should call it DIY. You should call it
a Jimmy Fix.
No. I tried to call it acronym, right? Call it
the Jimmy Fix, man.
a GNM. I got the money. So I gotta do it home. Do what people say. Yeah, we went hit Lowe's. We bought.
We ain't got no Lowe's.
We bought some drywall. We bought some studs, some insulation. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we just spent $500. Is it $500? $500? What? So anyway, we were working on that. You understand? So the previous day, I had mentioned to wifey, and she heard the call, so I had to meet somebody. So we were working on it. As usual, we had a little friction. All right, friction in terms of our different artistic vision of what we want to accomplish. All right, so another person.
Good night.
How you got a slush fund for waiting for?
Listen, people, thank you very much for joining. Okay, tell this I ain't paying nobody.
Alright, drive safe, bro. Right, but
night.
There's slush fund. You got a slush fund. People you paying? Is it 2 viewers?
Like all of 2. Thank you.
Probably because it's Husband Sunday, right? That's what. So anyway, so we were working and whatnot. We were cutting the tile outside. So it was going up to 12 o'clock. So I did say, alright. I just went and got in the bathroom and bathe and whatnot to get ready. So wifey and her wisdom and her smart stuff kind of asked me, wait, you have your period? I was like, and she laughing, she feeling so clever then. So clever herself, right? You know what I'm saying? Big laugh. Like, you know that I supposed to meet his wife for 1 o'clock, right? Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Yeah. But me and my period self and left here, right? So you know over there.
Listen, let me jump in here. No, mind you, when I get my teeth into a project or my mind is on getting it done to completion. I mean, I want to use it. I don't just want to leave something halfway. I hate leaving things half done. Okay? So let me just put that out there. If I'm doing anything, I can see it through to the end. Okay? So we're working on this countertop thing. So I am all into this job, right? We gotta get this thing done. I'm not thinking about his stuff, right? Even though prior to starting it, I knew we were just killing time until he had to rush off and meet the client. So I'm just like, okay, let's get this thing done. Mr. hit mid-project, like we were not done. So I'm just in go mode. So Mr. Hit, he is saying nothing. They had no communication there, guys, like, you see, we talk about communication. I even posted before about communication. So he said nothing. He literally just, like, put down everything and went into the bath, right? And I'm there, like, why he going to bed? Like, I mean, he gets said, aren't he? Like, he feels stink. Like, what? Like, this isn't really making a sense.
Period?
So when he went to the bathroom, he said nothing to me in terms of why he went to the bathroom or whatever. I, as a woman, like, if you are female, you would know that when you get your period, you just want to take a shower. It's like something you automatically do. You just drop everything, you run to the bathroom and you clean yourself up, especially if it's like an accident or what have you, like you knew it was coming, but you didn't really prepare yourself kind of thing. So you just, if you're at home, you just rush in the bath, clean up yourself, put your stuff on.
Do you see the disrespect you have to deal with?
So the fact that Mr. Man here
do you see the disrespect you have to deal with when you are married?
So because Mr. Man here decided that he's going to just rush off into the bath.
He is going to leave for his scheduled appointment
saying anything.
Before having to remind wifey when she was on the call as well, or she heard.
I have forgotten.
She heard.
I was
the
in
conversation
go mode
as well.
Yes,
she forgot.
but I was in go mode here. I was in go mode.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow,
me being a man, I was balancing it too, right? I said,
he was trying to fulfill the client stuff and also try to help me with the
artistic
project.
vision. Well,
I can put up a picture and show you all the job because I finished it. Okay.
Yeah. See that?
But
strong woman. Look, I finished it myself. I
went in the bathroom and I just calmly said, "Babe, your period come."
See the audacity of this heifer, see?
Cause I tried to figure out
heifer. See that?
How you gonna start mid-project and just go on bed? Like, that's me thing. That's woman thing.
She disrespect, you see?
So we both bust up laughing, right? Cause it was just so funny. It was hilarious. It was like, why? Then he reminded me that he had the meeting. Okay? So my husband is not seeing periods. We did not go through any changes or anything like that, right? But he was not happy. he was like shocked that I like had such clever, things to say to him. But it was real funny, guys. Y'all just had to be there, right? But y'all aren't there, so we just like bringing it to you like news, like still news, right? You just had to be there. The look on my face was just epic. I just asked him, I was like, "You period coming?"
Fellas, you see the disrespect you have to deal with, huh? That is why you don't get married. That is why the Bible says it's better for a man to be alone.
But alone means alone, right? True. You can't go and beg no woman for no peace then if you want to be alone. Pick your battles.
See that I mean like classes very sore.
Pick your battles.
Classes very sore, boy.
You gotta pick your battles.
Classes very. See that?
You can't say you want to be alone.
Yes, dear.
And then want to go and mash other women's life. There got other women that don't want to be alone.
Yes, dear. Yes.
You want but a woman or the woman like looking for a husband, and you want to just come and take peace because you want to be alone.
Anyhow, heifer.
Sorry, it's husband night. Sorry.
Clearly. Anyhow, that was the first thing off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Not us to be vexed though. Yes, that is the audacity. I didn't know she was so clever with it too, Skin she teeth like, I make a joking principle. No. It wasn't that funny at all.
Tonight's live is actually brought to you by Eva Grace Vineyards. Forgot to mention that.
Rosé 2020.
It's a rose tonight, guys. It's not
available from beep,
Yeah.
located in beep, 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 beep. And it's supposed to be billing one in beep. So
It's
if
not
you could,
bad.
you know what I'm saying, understand what the beeps mean, you'll know that this
A deep hole.
that this, yeah, I mean, you get less wine. Anyway,
A deep hole.
you get less wine.
Yeah, because we literally just have 4 glasses. That's it. There's only 4 glasses out of this one. It's just this is a pull. There's a straight pull. There ain't nothing. Anyhow, not red tonight. It's rose. He just wanted to get that off his chest. Okay, he wanted to share with you guys.
And why communication is important.
The
you
fact
understand?
that
because if I had communicated to her early at the beginning of the project, I say, okay,
yes,
Miss Project Manager, remember that I have somewhere to go today, so we're pushing up to X time so I can leave and get ready.
right. Which you should do on your jobs, your regular jobs too. If you're working as a team, you know you're supposed to do that. Communication is key for any relationship.
Yes.
I don't care where you go. You
Don't
could
assume that because the person
boss
was on the call or
and
heard the call that they remember what had to happen.
Because if anybody else out there like me, when you are focused, and you don't remember nothing else. So if it is your to do, yeah. I like a horse with blinders on. If it is your to do, you have to remind your team members and say, look, this is what's going down. Because he didn't tell his key team member here that, like, yeah, babe, you know, it's going up till 1 o'clock. Or he didn't even give me like a time check.
You understand?
Yeah, he didn't even give me like a time check.
I can put a link in the description for how you can make your own bridle for your wife. Bridle. You understand? Your bridle. When she focus, right? You need to jockey at your back so that. So, okay, well, you're focused on this, right? But as a jockey, I'm seeing all these other little things all over the place. You understand? So the link,
because in this relationship, I am the
link
go
for the
horse,
brother,
right?
The link for the brother
right there.
Bio.
I see go horse.
Huh?
I see go horse. Like, I'm the action Jackson.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's one of my wife's good qualities do. Is that when you set her on a task, she's go after it, right?
Bullheaded. Like, if it is for success, I am all for it. If we gotta do this thing, we doing it all the way. That's just me. Action. I'm about no lot of talk. I know it's come on here and I talk on these lives and it seems like I talk enough, which is another thing we were talking about prior to jumping on the live. Hubby gonna talk about that because it's hubby night.
Yeah.
But when it comes to
feelings,
to stuff, you have things to do. Less talking, more action. What I think people lack in relationship is the action. Talk is pretty. You could go and you could tell somebody, like, I tell he how much I love he. He's telling me how much he love me. But if you ain't got an action behind it, like what's he saying? The person, you gotta move, you gotta do things. You know, you need action in it. It's like, oh, I love you, but you over here all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, you just tell me you love me, but you ain't showing it. They ain't got no kind of force behind this love. You ain't carry me out. You know? You ain't like showing up when I go some way. You know? Like, we got things to do and you just over there talking with your friends and all kind of thing. It's like, no, you can't. The words and the actions don't line up. Talk less, do more. That's my motto. But I like to talk still. Just let me know that.
right? So
I'm making me on long. So I hope Mappy get back, but Mappy drive safe.
who's
Mappy drive safe, yeah.
who's that? Carizario.
Carizario. Good night. Again, if it's still
Who
there,
is?
because we know.
Who is it?
I'm not sure.
You paying people from your /fan. Don't know who you paying?
Thank you. That's all I got to tell you.
Yes, thank you, Ariel. Crazy. Huh? Anyway.
This hubby not invented for you. You
Right.
wanted to vent to the people.
So they will wait. Kind of like how you saw, who's the king now? Prince Charles? King Charles, right? King Charles?
Mm-hmm.
Right, King Charles. I saw when he was sitting on the table. And it was like, no, move all this. I'm the king. I'm not moving anything on this table. Here will be clear for me. So it's like, the people will wait for me to speak. Right.
You ain't know people. You ain't know people.
This is our life, so I can be on it.
But no, you ain't know
This is
people.
my life. I can do what I want to.
This is Barbados
Well,
and this
sorry,
is the Caribbean.
This is West Coast life. So.
Yeah, we don't have patience. You know that.
I am only
Culturally.
I am only the supporting actor.
But listen, guys.
I support an actor.
Let me get some seriousness going on now, though. But you know, really and truly, in relationships, especially marriages, we don't have patience. We lacking some serious patience when it comes to the relationship. In terms of my biggest flaw right now in our marriage is that I want things done
Last
now.
week.
Yeah.
Last
like
week.
it should have been done already.
Last week.
Last year.
It's true, you know, and it's ticked me off, you know.
Last year.
Ticked me off. This weekend was like, oh, let's do backyard projects, right?
I get showing up pictures about that.
Backyard projects. You understand? So we cast a little pad for the hold the gas bottle, say, right? So if you bought this little what is it, Quick Creek?
Quick creep.
Quick Creek. Probably a little wampong bucket
I can tie Coiman in
from
this,
her toy
in this
store.
video.
From her toy store, right? She just called name just now.
Yeah, my toy store.
From her toy store, right?
The
So
local,
anyway.
the local Lowe's or the local Home Depot is Coiman. I said it. They ain't paying me for it, but I love me some Coiman. Okay, good. And I can tag them in this video. I do. I wear the shirt proudly. From the time they set foot from Barbados, I was like skeptical. They also like.
Bring some wine.
But
I know what
Hubby,
I'm saying.
no, Hubby would tell you. This is just like a real serious note though. Like, I love me some Coiman. Alright? Just letting y'all know that.
Shameless plug, right? You ain't get paid for it.
But I get paid for it.
Moving
That's
on.
how much I love it. They
So
gonna pay me.
she had mixed it with water and put it in the farm. So she just stuffed it in, right? You know, doing her usual fast boil paste, right?
I
For me,
wild.
And as we just realized just now, it's like Dexter and Dee Dee. Literally, right? It's like,
But that's for the 80s babies, if y'all know about Cartoon Network.
yeah. If not, you go on YouTube and look it up.
Yes, look up Dexter's Laboratory.
Plan, methodical, you understand? How things set or whatnot. Wave come out.
Communication
Brash.
again, though. But again, communication, right? Because if you have the plan in here, this lovely brain of yours, and the plan does not come out of this lovely mouth, awesome lips, all mine, it doesn't come out here.
Then you should trust.
I can just go wild.
Trust this lovely man.
But no,
Love
seriously.
what he's doing.
But
So she had, her wild self and, just mixing and dropping your hole and whatnot. And, it came out well in the end. I give it that. I had to still, force the,
yeah, he went
thing-
behind me and he saw it.
put it inside the voice, right? Because, she and her wild self and whatnot. So, usually when we're doing projects, there's always be
Tension.
a power struggle.
Tension.
A power struggle of
It's be
differing
hard.
visions. A power struggle of differing visions, right? So after this one, you understand? There was no power struggle, you understand? There was mutually assured appreciation. So yes, we done it. But however, not want to rest on her laurels, nor acknowledge the victory, the small victory that took place. You understand? Oh, come, let me do this now. I said, we got through this.
With argument,
Yes,
right? Like it was just epic
Unscathed.
because like every single time we're working on stuff together, we go like it's like
Communication breakdown.
yeah, our personalities, our leadership,
Yeah,
like
man. The horse one going to drop going the other way.
We do like this. We don't do this. We do this. Okay? We don't come together. When we work in our projects, it's not like a folding of the hands and a walking together. It's not a togetherness like this.
No, it's like that, right? It's not like this a loving embrace. It's more like a wrestling, right? You're doing so like, we don't even get to lock. That's the thing. You're just vying for
that babe. We don't even get to lock. You know what happens is that I am trying to explain my vision because I'm the talker. And I'm also trying to pull out of him his vision so that I can see what will work.
It's true.
Okay?
She does. I give her that.
I'm like,
however,
babe, what do you think about this?
However.
Or study this.
There's
or
no
look at it this way. None.
I try to pull my vision.
None.
Pull.
None.
Hey, you take it very long. Come with vision? All right,
yes. Let me go.
No, let she go. And then it's like, okay.
No, let's let me go because I rope you ain't it.
Yeah, nice.
I used to be like kicking and screaming and make the job like so difficult because you don't even help.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, all right. I go in by seat of my pants. I can figure this out as I go along. By brute force, I can figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Things all come together in the end.
Yeah, man.
Is it that television? That's where I admire her for. You know what I'm saying? However it happen, it can happen. It ain't gonna come perfect, it can be done.
It can be done.
Yeah.
I can show y'all a DIY that I did. I'm proud of it, but hubby had to rescue me big time. I was building a mantle. I had this vision that, you know, my wall was just looking too bare. And it was during Christmas time last year. And this is way before we started this wife coach thing. But I was doing this mantle. I had this vision. And I started it, and hubby was see me going wild full force into this thing, and I just tried to explain it. He didn't catch it. I had to cut the wood myself. I had to pound the nails, screw these screws myself. I had to assemble everything myself, and I put it up myself.
Wait, I didn't help you?
You were watching.
I was.
But you gave me the saw, and I had to saw everything because we were out front.
I wasn't watching.
We were out front, and even the neighbors.
I was supervising the unpaid employees.
Listen, even the neighbors was like, "Wait, she using a power tool and stuff," and they were like, they could not believe that a woman was using power tools. You know, they were like admiring me.
See, so you get ego boost, but me not doing anything. I can't take credit like, all the time.
But hubby rescued me big time. Even though he was really like standoffish, this is your project. You know, he didn't want to get in it with me at all. It was a very small thing. He's like, you run with this vision, whatever. We'll see how it comes out. And he just let me run. And I ran and I fell flat on my face. Literally flat on my face. Flat. Like,
as expected.
Like, when I came out of that fall, my face was full of mud. Full.
When she got coma.
Yeah. It was like deflation. But what had happened is that when I mounted the mantle on the wall, because we have that kind of, what do you call this? Trawl plastic? Yeah. We have those trawl plastic type walls on the inside. Mind you, not even on the outside where it's pretty, you know, but we have the trawl plastic stuff on the inside walls. So when I mounted the mantle on the wall, I mounted it with double-sided tape because I didn't want it to be permanent just in case I didn't like it, but I wanted it to be there for the holiday season, which is coming up, by the way. And when I put it on the wall, my neighbor, he had suggested, you know, I put some on the wall and some on the mantle and put it up and it should stay and it should, you know, do what it's supposed to do. And I set up everything. I put Christmas lights inside it to look like fire, to have it this fireplace effect and everything. And when everything was up and done, I turned my back and I was decorating the inside with the lights. And you heard this loud crash, boom. When I look around, the entire mantle was on the ground, flat on its face, and all the lights and all the decoration that I did in the fire hall were torn, and everything was down to the ground. And hubby literally looked at me, went straight for the drill, went for 2 pieces of wood outside and cut them. I mean, like, he ain't even said nothing to me, you know. Like, he literally, like, ignored me. And literally went into let me help her. And he connected it to the wall and everything for me. It has been standing. It literally is still connected to the wall. Since he fixed it. You know, hubby came in and hubby rescued me. I mean, I was devastated. I didn't even know how to fix it because I just left it on the floor.
Shame, right?
I was trying to pick myself up. I was still in the horror of going through all that work and putting it up and feeling so fussy with myself that I had gotten this thing done. And then turn around and the thing just fall down and it didn't work. And he came in. He didn't say anything to me and he just fixed it. He attached it to the wall and I tried to assist as humbly as I could. I didn't even say a word. I didn't rebuttal. I didn't ask questions. Nothing. I was just like, okay, let me just follow this man. And he fixed it. And I was just like, yeah, humble yourself. But fast forward to this DIY. No matter what we work on, I mean, like, our personalities are one where it just would clash, you know? I don't know if you
because
are...
our skill sets are different, right?
Yeah.
We're...
Or how our mind works, too. Like, how you see things and how I see things, it just seems like they're opposite, right? Like, he would see, like, sand and I would see stone. You know? He would see straight and I would see a roundabout. You know? Like, it just seems like it's just total opposite sometimes.
I would see hard work.
And I would see easy. I would see just do it.
Oh, it's easy, man.
Just do it.
No.
Like today, South. We had some wood. We're doing our backyard DIY. You would have seen me post some stuff in terms of the transformation that's going on. I'm gonna post some more. You know, just to encourage you guys to, you know, just whatever you have in your vision, like just upgrade your space. You know, it's so good to upgrade your space, make it better for you, you know, your environment. Make sure your environment feels good so that you can do more, you know, like life. You only got this one life. You gotta live it and live it fully, you know. But anyhow, that was my little plug. Just do something good today or tomorrow or the next day. But in the future, do something good. But we were working just today on the back and we have some wood in the backyard. And I said, okay, babe, let's just move this wood from here because we have to get our back wall repaired, right? Mappy, yeah, still waiting. But we have to get our back wall repaired. So we have some wood. So I said, okay, well, babe, let me just move the wood, put it on top the shed until we get everything removed. So, you know, it's just out of the way because we need the space so that we can see what we're doing and everything. So Hubby was like, you know, it's to move all that wood and everything and put it there. Like, he literally started to push back, right? Because he just look at it as work. And I look at it as, let me just do it. You know, it needs to be done. It will make things easier. He didn't see that. He just saw work.
Yeah.
And I was like, babe, I'm going to do the work. Don't worry about it. You just assist me. I will get it done. And he did. You know, and we got it done. It's clear, you know, everything is up on the shed, on top of the roof, and it's away. We have the space, but that's how we function.
Yes.
You know?
Because I know her too, right? I was like, I left you to do that yourself. And she didn't do it and it hurts yourself or something happened. Like,
I would go ahead. I'm not one of those women that would be like...
It's hard in the moment, you know. I told you to wait on me. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, you just like, relax.
No,
what's the problem?
I tell y'all earlier in this life.
No patience, right?
No patience.
None.
No.
Done last week. Should done last week. That's what happened. like with the blocks outside, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's an easy fix, man. This thing, that. No. You have to start with the corner level first.
Mm-hmm. But then I know you got get a little background story. Then I gonna understand that reference.
All right. So when you're building blocks, right, or when you're doing anything, as the Bible would say, you need a cornerstone, right?
Yes.
The cornerstone would be the part that is level and flat and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the blocks outside, they were done by somebody else. So it started at one level and went to another level. So nothing was
level.
Right? So I was telling Wifey,
Nothing.
you have to make one end level first.
Kind of like a roller coaster.
When you make one end level first, then you're able to work from that and level everything off of that one. So, oh man, you need to do all that, man. You just gotta start from the end. No. You have to level that one at this end or the left end. Left or right.
Yeah.
You can't level from the middle. You can't see you working from one end and then go up. Nothing will be level to start with.
And the lesson.
Yes.
It was a big lesson for me.
Right? A rare lesson, man.
It was a big lesson for me,
They find one every rare Pokemon in the grass. let her say this, you understand? Because this is like...
This will be in order.
You need to have this...
Part of my order.
Need to have this immortalized by a life, right?
We ain't even putting this one on YouTube. This
See
was
that?
strictly for IG. Whoever could watch this whole video, listen, when I get so much jokes, when I laugh at me. But tune, I learned the biggest lesson. I was standing on one side of this project, and I'm looking down this project, and I'm thinking, what he telling me ain't making no sense. Like, he giving himself
And we're talking about
so much work. And I already feel bad, guys, that this man working so hard on this thing with me. So I'm like, why you giving yourself so much work? And looking at this thing like, babe, just do down there. He telling me start from the cornerstone, right? And he explaining this thing to me. This man explaining this thing for about 10-15 minutes. Trying to explain what he got work on. How he was explaining just now. I just was not seeing it. I was not seeing it at all. And I said, but no, man, just start from down there, because down there need you raising, you know. If you raise down there, then you will be able to get it all level up to the point, right? Because here high, down there low. Guys, I sat facing. I was looking down, right? We had gotten so exhausted quarreling with each other about this project, right? About this thing, this leveling of blocks. And we sat down. You see, when I sat down and I looked at the thing from a different angle, I saw what he was saying. I saw it. I saw why he said what he said, and I had to again humble myself.
Fellas, it's like a rare occasion, right? Your wife admit your wife.
Listen, I realized I
have
was wrong.
fireworks.
I realized I was so wrong.
Should have fireworks.
I was seeing it different, you know. I was not seeing it from the way he was seeing it, and I had to literally, when I positioned myself in a different place. I mean, we were exhausted. I'm like, you know, let me just sit down. And then he's sitting down, and I saw this thing differently. I said, all right, I see what you're saying, babe. I understand. And we went and we measured it, and we realized how much we had to lift up, you know. And I said, I get what you're saying. I get why you wanted to start from here and work down. I understood it, and I had to humble myself.
I felt when that happened, right? You gonna malfunction.
Boy,
you gonna malfunction. No, when you wait till you right.
He was right. He was so right. And then I started to see.
What?
It was like, you know what, babe? Look, I because I humbled myself, right?
I'm right.
Because I didn't even want him to go down that side no anymore or come up this side. I was like, boo, I got another idea. Because he was right.
Yes, you're right.
He was right, guys. He was right. I can say over and over again. He was right. He was right. He was so right, and I was wrong. I was so wrong.
The spirit of not being able to rest on one's laurels. He was right. Okay, so what you do? We do something else now. You can't rest on that, no.
No,
You can't
gotta
take a
keep going
picture.
forward. Gotta
Can't
keep
take a
going
picture
forward.
of it. You
No,
understand?
he
You
can't
leave it there
wallow in that.
to rub it in your face, no.
Mm-mm.
So, fellas, you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
When your wife tell you that you're right,
don't stick there.
make sure that you
Take a drink, you wait.
You can make sure that you got like a mental picture in your mind, right? Record
Yeah,
the date in your mind. Capture it in your mind.
We are actually
Because
capturing it on
it
this
is
live right now.
fleeting.
We can look back at this live and see.
Yeah, but I thought other
Yeah,
people.
we
it's fleeting.
archiving it here.
It is fleeting. It will never happen again. There will be no evidence that ever happened. She can remember, you're gonna forget, but she can remember.
It's true.
But she would never remind you of that.
I will do.
Baby, remember on
I
you
will
remember
remind
on September the thing when you were right? No.
I will remind him.
No.
You guys can hold me accountable to that. I will remind him.
He was right.
He was right and I was wrong. Okay? He was right and I was wrong. And when I sat and I saw this, I was like, all right. And we both ended up agreeing.
Like, maybe he knows what he's doing.
Actually, no. Wait. This thing started on a bet. We actually came to an agreement on a bet. On a bet. No. I gave a suggestion and I said, babe, let me just move everything. Let me just move the whole thing. Because it just seems easier to just dig out and throw away than go through all of that stress to get this thing sorted out, right? And he didn't want it because he wanted to keep it, for the aesthetic and everything. And I was not that tight to it, to be honest. I liked it. I mean, I was the person that sold it, in terms of how it looked, because I would have. We have a vision board, guys. If you don't invest in one, not really invest in one, just find Pinterest and pin a board. Yeah, the pin board or Pinterest board.
No, we got Pinterest messages full with
pictures that we like. Yeah, that's me vision board. That's why I said don't invest in anything, ain't no money needed. Just go on Pinterest and look for things.
More confusion trend.
Yeah. So I shared with him, a picture.
Last year you wanted this.
I know, right? It's true, and he's deal with me and that.
Sounds like okay,
but
all right, let me wrap my head. Okay, we can do this here. We can do that today.
But he said,
what? But this is what you said last week.
It's true.
So I got through everything. Okay, so now I got.
But I'm just saying, I sold the concept of this thing, and I was like, I was super tight to it in the beginning, but then I'm like, no, I could let it go. I could let it go for space. I could let it go for freedom. I can let it. It's just him and I, and we doing this alone. And I want to keep peace between us. I want to keep, communion between us. So I'm like, what will preserve us is what's most important, not the thing. These projects and everything that we're working on is not that important, because we could literally drop down dead tomorrow and leave these things, But what's most important is what we're building together, the connection that we have and everything, the things that we will do for others and for our kids and stuff like that. That's what's important. So I'm not really tied to these things. And I keep changing my vision as, best as I could. I keep changing it just to make sure that it works, that we get something that we can work with. So I'm not hard and fast saying it has to be this way and this way only. I'm not like that. If he comes and he shares and he says, well, babe, I like this and it works with us, then I would submit and I would say, well, I would do that, But the point that I'm trying to make is that he bet me that I couldn't move the corner block from the ground.
Yes.
That was casted in concrete.
Yes. And conventional.
And I was
civil
determined.
engineering wisdom would dictate
Determined.
that you should not be able to remove
Yes.
a concrete block that was cast in the ground
by concrete.
with a peck. Not a peck, but
A stake, kind of,
a
yeah.
drill. So she got it done.
He said, you can't get that move. I said, babe, watch and see I can get this move. Listen, when I tell you determination, hit the tarmac, whatever it is. Sorry, guys, baby crying. He's going to get the baby. But yeah, I get that thing. I start to, look, the thing is like this big piece of metal thing, and I just started to drill down. My determination is that he bet me $20 I don't want $20 back. I had to spend my $20 that he gave me, my little change, on some eggs. So I don't want to back my $20. See, bet me $20 that I can't get this cornerstone move. I can take that back. So I start to drill, and I was going to move it, and I moved it. He could not handle the fact that I got this thing moved. The reason that he take the thing from me, I started drilling. We just demolished this thing. We came into an agreement that it had to go, and we're happy with that. You know, we got it done. But anyhow, the lesson of tonight's live is quite simple. Communication is key. If you're working on something, you know, you're in a relationship, it's just best to talk to your spouse. You know, like what your moves are, so that there aren't any assumptions. This person sleeps with you every single night. This person lives with you. They're a part of you. You're becoming one with this other human being. Doing things in secret, it doesn't help the relationship, you know? It just hinders it. So communication is definitely like the lifeblood. You know, like how they say cash is the lifeblood. Come honey.
And then so must come road.
Oh, let me go, boobs. Mwah. Want to say hi to the good people? We're finishing the live now because it's been late, and I know you want to bathe and bed. It's bedtime. But communication is the lifeblood of any marriage. Okay? Communication. We can't say it enough, but talking is not communicating. Okay? You can talk at a person. You can be saying words to another person, shouting them. You could be shouting words. You could be like just quietly saying words. But that doesn't mean that you're actually communicating, because sometimes we speak to throw people off our scent. You know? Sometimes we say things to people so we hide things. You know? So we like try to like put a particular facade or mask on. So we say certain words to hide our true intent. You know? But communication, you can't hide when you're communicating. When you're literally actively communicating with another human being, it's done in truth. You know, it is done in a way that you cannot hide, because you are actively trying to get this other person to understand where you're coming from or where you're at. You know, you want them to see and hear. So that's what real communication is. Real communication is when you are wanting to actually share the truth. And I always say truth is a person. Okay? Truth is a person. But in this thing is like, what's really going on in here? You're being honest with the other person, and you're saying, this is the thing, this is the deal. That's what's most important in any relationship. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. And for watching us. I mean, like, we just shared all this stuff with you guys just to get to this one point. Communicate with your spouse.
As usual.
You know? Hubby, this is hubby's night.
As usual.
But, you know, in every relationship, just understand, even though you have these challenges, it can work. And I will let hubby do the outro as well. He started it. Outro? And he would end it.
Yes, so communication is important. I will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.